Welcome back, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the double video last week, because we're going back to normal this week. And I'm gonna try to make sure that the sound is synced up too. We're back in Storm League with the new season. I'm not super excited about it, but what can I do? Today we're playing Blaze because I felt like main tank Blaze has not gotten enough exposure, so here we are. It's gonna be Sylvanas, Ariel, Blaze, Varian, Gul'dan versus Li Ming, Kael'thas, Artanis, Lili, and Murden. And if you're looking at the draft, you should not think too hard about it. This is, I guess, lower diamond. I am partied up with a couple buddies, so that's just where we're at. We're doing our placements this game and like 2 others this week, I think. And yeah. So what I've come to learn about Blaze that has been kind of imparted on me by a number of streamers and the illustrious Zanehide. The whole thing that Blaze does is just kind of stands there and protects his team. He's what's been called a wall tank. Same way you kind of imagine Arthas being played, or I guess Johanna to some extent. The kind of tanks that just stand there and wait for the engage. Just kind of be ready to counter engage, to be, you know, to stop the enemy from going in because they're a wall, if that makes sense. That's the best metaphor I can come up with. I hope I understood the lesson correctly. But Blaze is, at the end of the day, a very, very strong tank with some very powerful CC tools, but they are somewhat dependent on careful aim and decision making. As you may well know, with this character, his slow has 2 charges. It is ranged, and it is 50%, so it's a huge slow. But it does kind of telegraph your real engage, which is your jet propulsion. Jet propulsion is gonna wind you up, run you in, and stun a whole bunch of people. If they're close enough, it's gonna stun multiple people because it's got a fairly large impact area once you make the tackle. It is not an ability you should just rip, like, without some form of slow or clump on the enemy team. And a lot of times, you may even see it in this game, I will get baited into using the ability on a target that I think I can hit, who just magically gets out of the way, and I'm suddenly in the middle. Right there! See, there you go. We're just on the wrong side of the map suddenly. So, that's how that works. And the good news is, when you have a competent team, like the 2 buddies that I have right now, you don't have to worry as much about those horrible engages with your jet propulsion. So, keep that in the back of your mind. When you're playing this character solo, though, as the solo tank, you are going to have to be very careful about hitting your E button and your W button. Ooh! Oh! Somebody just got stuck in a whole bunch of oil. We're gonna light it on fire, heal up a bit while we fight over the shrine, try to get in front of the Artanis. Looks like we're just clearing now, getting the globe for our team. Globes are helpful. So now we are just going to completely miss our E. Thought I was gonna do really cool stuff there. Down goes the Murden, standing on the wrong side of the map. We do have our wave pushed up, so the enemy team doesn't really have any decent vision inside the point. So we can just kind of run at them when they least expect it. Now, right here you're going to notice big choke points cut off with our fire. And it is... Ooh! Okay, everything about that was super scary. I had no mana, and I threw my slow in the wrong place. So our team is just going to come in here, clean everything up for us, and thank God we don't have to be any closer. And yeah, here we have achieved. Here we have achieved. It is Mortar Punisher, right? Yeah, I think so. I just looked at the game and didn't tell you. Right over the mini-map. That's where you can find out. Go me. Learning new stuff every day. We have picked up Crossfire at 7, which is going to help our wave clear immensely as long as we hit the minions with both streams of our Q. It is the vast majority of Blaze's damage, as you can see there, 198 extra damage because we managed to hit him with both streams. Pretty good stuff. It is also going to very, very much kill squishies. So it's super good against Kael'thas because his hitbox is large and leaving maybe a little bit harder to hit, but that's okay. Their frontline, Artanis and Muradin, is probably just going to be running it down on us anyway. I want to just clear this wave and get out, and I wanted to do it as fast as possible. That's why you saw me just rip everything there. Yep, there's the Muradin with everybody collapsing on that middle lane. Good thing we got out in time. With the new XP globe changes, which I hate, by the way, just kind of put that there right now. Yeah, anyway, with the XP globe changes, you actually have to stand there, pick up the XP, donate it to your team's XP bar, and then hope that you don't get zoned out and murdered because you're trying to put your team in an advantageous position. I was trying to do this in a game earlier today with a Jaina, and everything about Jaina feels worse now. I have Bunker, so I'm ready to drop it on this bitch. If we're gonna go in, looks like he got away. Looks like he got away. Sylvanas up here with the black arrows on the fort, getting us all sorts of value in the structure department. We got it. We're down. We're dropping the bunker. We're getting out of the sticky situation, getting pulled, going back into the bunker, laying down some flames, and then we're going to pop out with some armor. Bunker is, at the end of the day, a very, very tanky ability, and it is going to make things very easy to do. Now, when I made this decision with the two people I was talking to in comms, I was assuming at least one of our DPS was going to help us, and neither of them did. We opted to take the fort that was already dead, and just throw this away without our advantage. Good stuff. Good stuff. The enemy team just got 10 off of those kills, by the way. This is me typing to our DPS players. That's why you're not seeing the camera move. Let's go see what else is going on here. I tried to do it as nice as I could because it was very, very frustrating to just watch that go. Is camera working? There we go. Camera's working again. We got it. I gotta go clear top now as our Sylvanas bites the big one down in the bottom lane, and we're at a disadvantage going into the shrine. So that's cool. That's cool. I like the way that works. We're just going to clear this as fast as we can with our trait and our all of our buttons. Just getting as much damage as possible onto the camp. Yes, we killed him before he spawned any more dudes, so that's good for us. That's a Rain of Destruction, by the way. Not something I was super expecting to see. So, have you ever just felt something? He tried to stun me, but I bunkered him. Still walking forward, trying to put some damage onto Kael'thas. Going back into the bunker, get some more armor. Rip that few. Our 13 talent for our, oh my god. It's the bad Punisher. We gotta fight behind it. We gotta make sure it doesn't jump on us. Let's go. Oh! Nice. Gul'dan has completed his corruption. We are going to take out both Muradin, Kael'thas. Ooh, and we got an Artanis as well. Seems like Lily totally left her teammates to die. I will take that triple kill all day long, my friend. All day long. And now we just clean up the Punisher for free. Well, Sylvanas again puts all her attention on the building that still would have died. Gul'dan deciding he needed to give the enemy team a charity kill, I guess, because that's how that works. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god. Let me tell you what. These games are hard. These games are very hard. But we are playing at the beginning of the season. I mean, everybody's just kind of doing whatever they want. And it's expected. I mean, it hurts me. It cuts me real deep. But that's fine. This is gonna be a new season for us. We're gonna be playing some cooler things. We're gonna do stuff. Maybe, I don't know. I'll stop lamenting about the future. Time to get out of here. The enemy team is in the middle lane. We do not need to go any further onto that building, even though Sylvanas has decided it is her job and birthright to stay up in the middle of their grill piece. Good stuff. Good stuff. We did manage to get out of there, but not before Sylvanas wasted her trait on absolutely nothing. I love it. Committing to things when your team doesn't want to. In 2019. Oh! So, at this point, we're just going to clear waves. We've got the possession. That wave is going to get huge. Oh! Okay. The enemy team just appeared out of nowhere in the brush. Can we find an engage that is going to be nice to look at instead of getting jumped upon? Not like they actually did anything with it. Just saying they surprised me, and that was a little scary. Just a little scary. We're going to put down as much damage as we can here because this isn't going to be a full hard commit on the keep. Really, we just want the wall. I guess we're going to try to get as much damage on the keep as we can. They have all disappeared out of the top lane, though, so the bunker was put down to get us some armor. Oh no. We've got our Juggernaut plating going. We're going to get a little bit of a shield. We've got our armor on our D2. It looks like Murden's probably going to die jumping into the back line there. Lili and Kel'Thas also killed at some point, and I wasn't paying attention. But I did it. It was me. That's scary. That's real scary. There are a few of us sitting at very little health with a Li Ming on the enemy team, so probably not a great idea to stick around. Looks like we have decided that the objective is the way to win the game. Go us. Picking up that last little XP glow because they don't just immediately blink to you. I don't like this. I don't like that. There are points in the state of the game right now where if you are 19 to 20 and you have 75% of a level to go to even it up 20 to 20, and the enemy team is pushing into you with their waves, which are probably huge because they have a 20 tier advantage and they're going to try to kill buildings. If they just wall you out of all that XP because you're trying to clear it to save the buildings, you cannot come back because they will still have that 20 advantage 5 minutes later because you cannot soak any of the XP. It is absolutely insanely stupid and counterintuitive and unfun and really unhealthy for the game. So, all that comeback potential that you used to have in countless seasons earlier feels pretty gone. It feels pretty gone, especially on 2-lane maps. Our Gul'dan is in the middle lane right now for some ungodly reason. Our variant is having some trouble. Looks like we're going to block some damage for him as we can with our Juggernaut plating. Tried to get in front, tried to stop the Li Ming from doing any more damage. Looks like we made it, the three amigos out and about. Had we had our singular DPS player there, other than the one that got murdered immediately, we would have gotten that keep. So, macro play is the absolute most ridiculously difficult thing for Platinum players to grasp. And it's actually really, really painful on my soul. I hope you're accustomed to all the salt, because that's where I am right now. Truly, I am the salt master. Anyway, not gonna hit him with that. Probably gonna pop our bunker, lighten him up with the flamethrower. Truly, truly good stuff. I guess. Popped our Juggernaut plating at the last second to block all that main damage. She's not gonna be able to do nothing. Nothing. One of the other super cool things about playing Blaze into this double mage setup, especially, is that our suppressive fire coupled with our Juggernaut plating makes us damn near unkillable if the enemy team puts any amount of damage on us if we get into the back. Dodging that orb with absolute finesse and grace, just like that one. We still didn't get the keep. Okay. Gonna take an Arcana skill. Oh my god, Ariel getting away with the sidestep of Destiny. Still being chased down. Ariel Muradin 1v1. Calling it a draw. Truces, let's go. Fantastic. Truly, truly fantastic. 3 kills for 0. Muradin opting to let the Ariel go. Letting the game end itself. Alright, our DPS, one of our DPS players is on the building with this, so we are here. Tank has arrived. Can we go in? We can. Gonna take out the Muradin because he just did not know what he was getting himself into. The bunker is going to draw the fire of the core. We're going to keep getting some armor. We're going to keep using some flamethrowers, and we're going to take down the building. Special. God, I love Blaze. Everything about the character is just so cool. He's just such a like I hate that he went through his weird off-lane bruiser phase. Like, that's the way that everybody decided he was best played. I hate that. But I love playing him as the main tank. He is definitely on the weaker end of main tanks, health-wise, but I still love him. Anyway, here are the stats. Ooh, 6 and 1. Look at us go. We got the most kills in the game, actually. And the most XP. So, get on my level, everyone else. Here's the talents. Level 1 Neural Stim Pack. You can also take new habits here if you're worried about a lot of CC coming in. You are going to take Oil Dispersal at 4. This is the better talent sheerly because of the cooldown that you can get for the W and the increased area. When you're using this ability as much as Blaze does, you're going to run out of mana pretty quick because his W is the most expensive of his abilities, and there's 2 charges, right? So that's scary in and of itself. But because of the area it covers, it really forces the enemy team to either walk through this. Wow, he only got 16. That poor guy. Walk through this huge slow patch, or just stop everything that they're doing. Right. I am of the opinion, though, that you could probably take what's it called? Adhesive Petroleum, the one where they're still slowed by 20% at least, even if the oil patch is on fire. Now, I think when you do that, you'll probably take a different level 7. I think Grill and Kill is probably better served there. But if you're building Crossfire, take Oil Dispersal, because Crossfire is the most burst damage. It's obviously where um, your boy Blaze is going to get most of his kill potential. So, yeah, do yourself a favor with these two. Bunker drop at 10. You could also take combustion if you want to be more aggressive with your engages. I am still getting used to not doing that, so using combustion as a counter engage is also probably a more effective way to do it. But I'm still struggling with that that style of play for this character because I just want to go in all the time. We took Suppressive Fire here. Level 13 is one of the most balanced, situational, perfectly designed tiers in the entire game for this character. So you have the ability to turn off damage for spell damage people with Suppressive Fire, which is amazing. If you hit either Leeming or Kael'thas with your Q, with both of your Q streams, half their damage immediately for 4 seconds. It is nuts. Absolutely insane. You can also take at this tier the I think it's like nanomachine coding is what it's called, which reduces the attack speed of people in your W, which is insanity against people like Hammer, Vala, Greymane, Raynor, all those guys. Crazy good. And then the other talent is Oil Leak, which is the one that lets you put oil down with your charge, which is crazy good as well. So not only do you have your W to slow people down, you can also use your E, which is going to throw down massive oil slicks. So even if you're missing your E, you got this gigantic oil patch to slow down team fights on top of everything else. And that's just kind of what you want to take when you don't really have the enemy team comp to single out good use for Suppressive Fire or for nanomachine coding. So yeah, 13 is just, it's perfect in every single way. 16, we took Juggernaut Plating here because of these two. They were giving us a shitload of shielding, and we blocked a lot of their damage with our spell armor, which is amazing. Again, typically I like to take I can't remember what it's called, but it's the cooldown on your E for the number of people that you hit. And that is so good when you can play offensively. I think it's probably better when Blaze has another frontliner to clump people up for him, but this was absolutely must pick because of these two and all the ability damage that the enemy team was doing. And then 20, it was Fortified Bunker, just because if you take the ult, you have to take the upgrade. His little slow increased attack damage talent sucks. Don't ever pick it. It's not worth it. Just upgrade your ult, make it better, do it faster, work it harder. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, thanks for that. I'm sure that was way more information than you wanted at the end of the video, but I hope you enjoyed yourself, and we'll see you tomorrow.